What is the best single credit card for high spenders? Now, most of us have more than one card, but usually somebody has one card that's kind of the foundation or the base of all of their spending. And this card, sometimes, especially for people who have a lot of spend, this card is often what we would consider to be a premium or a luxury card. So I wanted to talk about what is the best single card for those who have a lot of spend. And when I say a lot of spend, I mean things like $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 a year put on credit cards. What are the best luxury premium cards for people who have that kind of spending? Well, that's what we're going to look at today. If you would, please hit the like and subscribe button, and let's dive into it together. There are some credit cards that reward high spenders for putting a lot of money through their card. And how they'll do that is if you hit certain spend thresholds, then they're going to give you rewards. They're going to give you something extra. Now, there's quite a few cards that I wouldn't consider or put in the list that we're looking at today because they're not really luxury cards. They're not really premium cards. Things like the Hilton Surpass card. It's a good card. It's, not a very expensive card. It's kind of got a mid-level fee associated with it, and it doesn't give you the top-level status at Hilton, but if you spend $15,000, it gives you a free night certificate. Well, that's very, very good. Hilton free night certificates are very valuable, but it's not a top-level card, so we're not looking at it in this list. Others would be some of the airline cards. I mean, Delta, if you spend, I think it's $10,000 on their Delta Gold card, then you get like a $200 Delta credit. Well, but that's not a top level card. It's not like a base card that would be a foundation for somebody that's a really, really high spender. So understand that the cards we're looking at on here are what we would consider premium or luxury cards for high spenders. We're not looking at some of those other cards, even though there are a lot of other cards, mid-level cards, that give benefits when you spend so much money on the card. So there are, first of all, several airline cards, top-level airline cards, that give you kind of as a side effect really good benefits when you spend a lot of money on your card, because spending money on your card will get you closer to status, and status tiers with the airlines give you some really cool perks. For instance, with American, when you hit 175,000 loyalty points, which you could do by spending $175,000 on your card. And if you did that, then you get things like a certificate for an upgrade, or you get some things like being able to get extra points in your account. They're tangible benefits. Same thing with Delta. If you spend enough money on your card to get to platinum or to get to diamond with Delta, then you're going to get things like certificates for upgrades, and you're going to get things like you can get a statement credit on your card. I mean, tangible benefits. The same thing would be true with United. So even though those cards don't necessarily have thresholds where if you spend this much that you're going to get a direct benefit from the card, they do in a roundabout way, because you get benefit from your status based upon how much you've achieved certain loyalty tiers, and the cards help you get to loyalty tiers. So those cards would be, of course, the American Airlines Executive from Citi, the Delta Reserve card from American Express, and the United Club card from Chase. So they would help you in those different respective airline programs. And then there's a couple of top-tier luxury cards for high spenders that if you put $75,000 on your card, you get some kind of advanced access for lounges within the program. So for instance, the American Express Platinum card gives you, at $75,000 of spend, you get free access to their Centurion clubs for yourself, which you get with the card anyway, and also for two guests, which you do not get until you hit the $75,000 spending threshold. The same exact thing is true with the Venture X card. The Venture X card, when you hit a spending threshold of $75,000 on the card, you get access to guests with your Venture X to their Venture X lounges, those are very, very good lounges. So that's kind of a basic basic motivation. Not as good as some others on this list, but sometimes it might be nice to be able to get more folks into the lounge. I think an awesome card for high spenders to spend a lot of money on that would be considered a luxury or top level card would be the new Atmos Summit card that gives you points in the Atmos program for Alaska and for Hawaiian Airlines. Now, this card is so cool because it doesn't have a super high annual fee, but it does have some cool perks. It gives you a $25K companion certificate. But here's the real kicker. If you spend $60,000 on this card in a year, then you get another certificate that's worth $100K. So that's enough for a business class flight to Asia from the United States, absolutely for free for a companion. And that is worth, I mean, what is that worth? $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So that's a pretty awesome perk for spending a large sum of money on the Atmos Summit card. And then there is the top level Hilton card, the luxury Hilton card that we know as the Hilton Aspire. The Hilton Aspire card has some great spending thresholds because it gives you, just with the card itself, some great credits at resorts. It gives you some airline credits, and it gives you a free night certificate just for having the card. And Hilton certificates are the best in the game because they're good at any Hilton property that has standard award availability in the world, even in the Maldives, even in Bora Bora, some of the best properties available. But here's what's really cool. There are two spending thresholds on the Aspire. If you spend $30,000 on the Hilton Aspire, you get another one. You get another one of those certificates. And if you spend $60,000 on the Aspire, you get a third certificate. Those certificates, we always use them for between $800 and $1,200 in value. I mean, think about what that means. It can be extremely valuable to spend $30,000 or $60,000 for a high spender on this luxury card because of those free night certificates it offers. And the last one we're going to talk about on here is the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. That is Chase's top card, $795 annual fee, and it gives a whole lot of perks, and we won't go through all the different credits it gives you back and all the different perks that it gives you as far as it does give you access to their lounges and other things. But they do have an interesting benefit if you spend 75,000 points on the card, which you might want to do because if you have this card, it does have a high annual fee, but it has really good multipliers in a lot of categories. Dining 3x, airfare 4x, hotels directly 4x. So it does have good multipliers. So if you spend $75,000 on this card in the course of a year, you get some very interesting perks. You get A-list status, which is kind of a lower level status with Southwest Airlines. So that might be very valuable to you. You also get a $500 credit or certificate for Southwest Airlines. So there's $500 right there that you get back. You also get the top level IHG Diamond with the IHG hotel program. That's their top level status. So you're going to get upgrades when you stay at those properties. And then you also get a $250 credit that can be used at Chase shops. So I've never looked into that much, but I assume there are things, kind of curated things there that you can purchase with that $250. So you get $500 plus $250 plus the diamond status plus the A-list status. So you get some hotel status, you get some extra airline status, and you get $750 in value. So for big spenders, I mean, the Chase Sapphire Reserve could be a pretty good choice. Now, I'm sure I missed some cards on this list. Like I said, there are a lot of mid-tier cards that aren't really what we would call luxury or top-level premium cards that give a lot of perks at certain spend levels. But as far as the ones that give real perks for a luxury card to big spenders, these are the ones that came to mind for me. If I missed any, please put them down below in the comments. What do you think of this list? Are you a big spender? Have you gotten any of these perks? And what do you think of it? Let me know. Please consider my channel membership. It's just $2.99 a month. You can cancel anytime. I do dedicated videos just for my channel members with specific strategies for points and miles. And then I also early release most of my videos to my members first. So consider that. Please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you here next time.